Alright, cool. Yo, Counter-Attack podcast for myself, Daps. No Spence, no Lamin.
Michael's here.
We have Michael. Big up Michael. Guys, make sure you keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Right, we've taken a little break and we've been a bit inconsistent over the last couple of weeks, but we're back now every week. New studio. For those watching on YouTube, this is the new Counter-Attack studio. Michael, what are you saying about it, fam?
It's dope still.
It's dope, yeah?
Nice space.
Nice space. Still not done. I need to put a couple.
I don't know about these dodgy plants, but you know.
Fam, it's feng shui.
No. You got to get some real flowers.
You definitely need to speak into the microphone.
They said you got to get some real flowers if you want to do this feng shui.
No, because I don't want flies and have to take care of watering plants and stuff like that.
See?
Yeah, man, I ain't got time for that.
You got to add value, man.
But yeah, man. Guys, we actually recorded last week, but technicals, so I couldn't actually put it out. Must have been fuming. I'm sorry for that, Michael. I'm sorry about that, man. But yes. Where are we starting? Oh yeah, guys, before we actually get into it, remember that we Counter-Attack Armchair Gaffers. We have our own show on Link Up TV. We are the hub every Tuesday at 9 o'clock live, where you can call in, you can comment. The calls we got on the Tuesday just gone with jokes, man. So we're back again next week, Tuesday. And if you haven't yet heard the Harvey Elliott podcast or whatever, make sure you go back and listen to that. We got some good podcasts coming up for you in the next few weeks. So yeah, man, just stay tuned.
Content galore, yeah.
Content galore. But yeah, Link Up TV every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Make sure you tune in. And yeah, where do we start, man? So obviously we haven't, officially we haven't actually spoken since however long. Even though we did one last week. So we're going to have to get into England.
We'll get into the final first, no?
The what?
Champions League final.
Oh, that seems like ages ago now,
No,
isn't
it
it?
was only Saturday, though. Was it Saturday?
Yeah, it was just Saturday just gone.
Oh, that's what I done on Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday just gone. But,
For real.
do you know what? Let's quickly touch on that before we get to England. Obviously, a lot has been said about it already, so I don't know how much we can actually cover of it. But what I would say is that I think it's time that Pep, he got taught a lesson.
You got what?
He got taught a lesson in how to not be. There's that fine line between confident and arrogant.
Do you think it's arrogance, though?
I think it's arrogance mixed with the fact that in big moments, big matches, the ones that really, really count, he overthinks it.
Yeah, but that's not arrogance, though. If you're overthinking it, I'm sure that's not arrogance. That's the opposite to arrogance, surely.
I hear that, but I just feel like there's overthinking, but then to have, I feel like it's arrogance to think that you can come in the final, and do something different. Like I think like 95% of his matches he's played either Fernandinho or Rodri.
Yeah,
to not include them in that match,
I think he's too clever at times. I think it's trying to be too smart. Because I mean, if you think about it, Tuchel being passed 2 times, got in his head. And he's probably thinking, I've got to do something different.
Yeah.
And it's obviously backfired. It's mad, really. I'm glad they did that. I can't lie. I was not here for seeing the City winning the CL.
Do you know what? I actually wanted City to win it, man. I wanted Aguero to lift that trophy.
See, fuck Aguero. Glad he's gone.
I wanted Aguero to lift that trophy. I think that seeing as Aguero's gone, I think it's confirmed that they're probably going to get Kane.
I saw a report the other day saying that
Kane and Grealish.
No, that the City board have given Pep the go ahead to go all out for Kane. I try not to read reports or take too much onto reports that ain't from Fabrizio.
It's crazy how he's now the guy, isn't it? He's the guy.
Like if it's not been said from him, I'm not really interested. But it did seem like a half credible source that I was reading it from, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, if anyone's got the wages to kind of fund a Kane transfer, it's either City, United, or Chelsea. The only thing is, I feel if Levy tries to get too greedy, City will just pull out because they don't get extorted for players.
Yeah,
like United, like we will pay whatever they ask. still give a stupid wage packet.
Yeah, I think, like you said, they're going to go out because even that whole striker thing, that's another one where I actually feel like that one was arrogance as well. Because I don't think that's overthinking because he's done the whole false nine thing. But I think over the course of a season, when you're coming up against Burnley's, Crystal Palaces, and all these lesser teams, I think you can get away with the false nine.
Who was the false nine on Saturday?
Foden, and I don't think Foden was really, ready for that in the final. Do you get what I'm saying? And
I don't feel you play a false nine against a back three.
Yeah, even that. But do you know what? I just think that that when you come up against the big guns, Champions League final, I feel like you go with a striker.
Yeah, I mean,
especially when you got proven on the bench.
That being said, Barca battered us with a false nine at Wembley.
But that's Barca, bruv.
Yeah, but it's just final, isn't it?
No, but it's Barca.
Yeah, but Pep's not sitting there thinking.
Because if Messi was in that Man City team as a false nine, it's a different thing.
Well,
it's a different thing. And
that Messi in 2009, anyway, yeah, definitely.
Bruv, do you know what's so crazy? You know what, actually, furthermore, before I get onto what I was just about to say, is Messi not leaving Barca anymore?
Well, his best friends just turned up, innit? So.
Last year there was that whole thing that he's leaving, and now all of a sudden I'm not hearing anything about him.
I think there was that, he kicked up that fuss last year, but I think there was a lot of talk about getting players in to kind of appease him. But I think Koeman's it's been confirmed he's staying. Obviously, they've signed Aguero on the free, Eric Garcia.
Has Eric Garcia gone now?
Yeah, them two are confirmed. I think Wijnaldum's due to confirm after.
Good players there, man.
After the medical, and they're trying to get Depay, I think, on a free as well. So they're doing some very good business in terms of frees.
Yeah.
But, yes, it's mad because he was dead set on going, but it's like
it's cool again.
He's a year older.
Yeah.
That appeal again.
Yeah. Do you know what else? Like coming back to City very quickly, I've gone back and forth over the last couple of days with a load of people about Sterling.
What about him?
Incredibly off form.
Yeah.
But now the talk is that he shouldn't start for England as well. And I'm one of those that says I think he still should start for England.
First game he starts.
I think first game you go with what you know. I know he's off form, but it could be a thing of like he's off form for City, new surroundings, new team. He can just not fresh start, but just put that to one side and go with England. And he's a confidence player. I think if Gareth Southgate says, look, forget about what's happened, come play for England, do what we know you can do, I actually think he'll actually do all right. But that first game, I feel like you gotta put him in. And on the calling show we did the other day, we had a caller call in talking about how poor he's been, and he's been saying it for time. Technically, he's not the best. Technically, he's rubbish, and blah 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 blah. And I'm saying, yes, technically he ain't the greatest, but
he's a top performer.
He's effective, and he makes an impact. I could show you plenty of players who technically are better than him, but you wouldn't they're not as effective. So
I mean, look, James Ward-Prowse,
technician,
master technician, but who are you picking in that? Like, if you got to pick a player, Sterling or Ward-Prowse, you're gonna pick Sterling all day long.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's. I think I agree with you. You go with what you know. Obviously, I presume whatever's happening in training is going to play a part as well. Yeah, it's first game. You go with what you know. I mean, we see tournaments with first game. You go with a squad, and then you don't see certain players for the rest of the tournament. That's why it was like France in the World Cup. The first game they didn't see the rest of the tournament. It was mad. But,
yeah. I think even like if we're talking about England as well, do you think James Ward-Prowse was unlucky to not make it?
Not really.
You don't think so?
No, I don't really see him as one. I think Lingard was more unlucky to not make it.
I was so surprised by Lingard,
Yeah, I just thought like, what did you do all that? Like all that and then Southgate's come out and basically said, like the last break, he was fortunate because there was a few players injured and whatnot. So I'm like, so what? That form didn't even deserve a call up. You was just basically calling up because the player's injured. So for me, I feel he's done in that sense.
Yeah.
But to me, I think that he's got tournament experience with that camp. He's clearly a good character to have in camps. You see that the lift on the West Ham lot. You see him. You see him behind the scenes. So I think that surprised me. To be fair.
I think Lingard's so unlucky to not go. I think when you look at his form,
it's like, what more can you do?
Exactly. What more can you do? You look at his form. Yeah. He's an integral part of that West Ham team. Yeah. Like, and forget just being a part of the team. He's actually he's actually been one of the better performers in the league since Jan.
Since Jan, yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? And when you look at the players who they've taken, you've got a lot of defenders in there.
He might get called back up because Trent's injured now.
Trent's injured now, but I just think he should have gone.
I don't think. See, this is the funny thing. Southgate doesn't call up another right back in place of Trent or another defender. I bet he calls up Lingard or another midfielder. I don't think.
No, but you have to though, because I don't think you needed that many right backs anyway.
He's not calling up Godfrey. He's not calling up. Is it Ben White?
Yeah.
He's not calling him. He'll probably call up Lingard.
Yeah, no, but I would choose Lingard as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Because
it makes sense.
You've got Reece James, you've got the Kyle Walker, you've got Trippier.
I don't see Walker playing right back though. I think
he's
going for free.
The route of the three, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to go over free and he's going to play.
But still, that means you still got another two right backs.
You got Trippier, you got Reece James.
Yeah, I mean personally, I wouldn't have taken Trippier. I said this before. I would have just gone with Trent anyway. And you know what's mad? Trent actually played well yesterday. He played well from like I tuned in like later on in the match, like second half, right before Saka scored. Shout out Saka, and he was actually playing well. But did you watch any of the match?
No, I was watching bits of the France game.
Do you know what? As much as he did well when the game's in front of him, Trent had a moment yesterday. And I was like, that's the Trent I know. Okay. They clipped one ball in behind him and he was sleeping. And I was just like, yeah, that's the Trent I know. Do you get what I'm saying? But
it counts.
You know, now he's injured after all of that.
Imagine.
After all of that, he's injured.
There were reports in the media on Monday that he weren't going. And because I was watching, I was on Tuesday, so it was on Tuesday, so I was watching that Sky Sports News on, but I was working. And Southgate's come out and he's like, it's crazy because, you know, you've got Trent down here in the morning practicing set pieces, and then there's news reports going on saying that he's not going to the World Cup. And I've not said this to no one, so he's got to go speak to him and reassure him that this has just come out of nowhere. And look, and he goes and gets injured.
Yeah, and it's right at the end of the match as well. Right at the end of the match as well, man. So I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, but I don't know. Well, I think we spoke about this last week, but obviously that podcast didn't come out. I'm actually saying, I want to see who's with me on this one. Jude Bellingham should start.
Do you know what? I heard he had a really good game yesterday.
He played well yesterday.
Not even like he had a good game. It was more so that he just seemed so comfortable.
Yes.
At that level. That's what I was hearing. And that's a good thing. I think the only kind of criticism that I kind of heard about him was that like, he was chasing the ball down. But when players are young and they're eager and trying to impress, they're going to do that.
So hear this. I think he should start if Hendo is fit.
What, start as a centre mid or
start centre mid? No, start centre mid. If Hendo is fit.
So who's the three?
I would go
as a sitter.
Yeah, I'd say Hendo, him, just doing the holding one, and who would play in that little?
It's Mount, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Mount. Oh, listen, you see Mount, yeah.
Yeah, no, I've kind of. Do you know? I'm not like. I'm not gonna be screaming his praises or anything like that. I'm still. It's taking me a while to pick, but for a long time, for my whole argument was, I wanted to see the hype that the media were giving him. Like, exactly. I wanted to see that. So I'm watching games, waiting for him to do something amazing, and it's like he's not that kind of player. So I'm watching him, and you know, like look, he's clearly one of Chelsea's key players, and that's a big statement for the team. He just wanted. I mean, he set up the goal. He didn't have the greatest game in the final. I think he played all right.
Got the assist.
Great assist.
They showed him a lot, but he did it. that space was mad, but
Yeah,
you show it to him.
Got
and
CDM, so what do you expect?
He's still got it.
He's still got it in. He executed it very well.
Yeah,
like excellent. I watched the way he took it. Like his technique's mad. Like he's got good technique. But yeah, no, I'm definitely. It's like okay, cool. I understand why Southgate and all them lot kind of were backing him so much, but I still haven't Grealish over him.
Oh yeah, of course, I still have Grealish over him. But do you know, my thing with Mount as well, yeah, is that at the beginning of the season, I don't think he was a cert for across the board for Chelsea, England, and I just didn't feel like he was performing at that level to be a cert, especially when you're keeping man like Grealish out and that. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, cool, still a good player. I never once said he's not a good player. I just felt like there were others ahead of him and whatnot. But as the season's gone, you can't deny. And I'm happy to say like he's actually told me to like shut up.
He's proved you wrong.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I don't want to see players. I don't want to see like if I sit there and say someone's shit, or I mean obviously that's wrong. But you know, if I sit down and criticize a player, I'd prefer to be proven wrong. I'd prefer to be proven wrong and then you know agree it. And yeah, but I never once, like you said, written him off. But I just didn't. I wasn't having him up there as to at the start of the season. Out of him, Maddison and Grealish, I was having them as the third.
Yeah.
Like without a doubt. Obviously, Maddison's had a difficult season, had some injuries towards the end, failed to find form, which is obviously unfortunate because it's right before the tournament. I don't think he was particularly favoured by Southgate anyway.
Yeah.
Because you got I mean, look, Henderson's clearly a big character in that group, but this guy kicked the ball in 3 months. And he's going, and he'll probably start first game.
Yeah, no, probably.
Did he play yesterday?
Who? No.
He didn't feature at all?
No, he didn't feature at all. That's what I'm saying. These players, Maguire didn't feature.
Well, Maguire's not, apparently he's not featuring in the first game. That's been said. Did Rice play?
Yeah, Rice played.
He's going to start. I think he'll start in the first game.
Honestly, listen, they will struggle against Croatia, I think.
Look, I saw something yesterday, and Austria were cutting through them.
Who?
Austria were cutting through them.
I wouldn't say they were cutting through.
No, there were certain stages they were cutting through. For me, as far as England are like joint favourites to win the tournament on Sky Bet. Yeah, so for a team that are joint favourites, Austria shouldn't be causing them that kind of problem in my eyes.
Yeah, no, I hear that, and that's why I think even when you come up against like Croatia and you got people like Modric in there and whatever, like then England might have the youth, but them man have the experience. Get me? And you know, like that big game, big tournament experience counts for a lot. So you see that City, as much as City have great players and whatever, they didn't have the experience in big game finals like that. Do you get what I'm saying? And it showed.
Who? None of them. No.
I don't think none of them have been.
I've won a CL before, have they?
No. So yeah. So I think they will struggle against Croatia. I think they can beat Croatia because you know what the mad thing about England, yeah. Attack wise, yeah. If it clicks, it's mad. But a lot of it comes down to what Gareth Southgate does.
What's he going 3-4-3?
Yeah, a lot of it comes down to what he does, man.
I heard Kane was dropping mad deep yesterday, trying to do the Tottenham thing. Just working.
That Tottenham thing, he shouldn't do that Tottenham thing for England.
Yeah,
right?
I heard that's. I did hear that. I heard he was just mad deep. Like he was never where he needed to be. Like fullbacks have got the ball,
yeah,
and like he's just on the edge of the box, not where he needs to. Yeah, look, I'm keeper 100. I don't have no faith in England doing anything.
None
in this tournament. Who's in their group? Croatia.
I don't even know.
Yeah, they couldn't.
No. They'll get through the group.
100%.
They'll get. No. I think they'll get through the group. I'm not even.
What was that group they didn't get through in the World Cup?
Oh, that mad group. Yeah.
Oh, anything's possible, you know.
No, anything is possible, but
they had players in that team.
Yeah, but
as
I think this is a better team now.
Is it though?
I think this is a better team.
Is it though? Actually, no, that team was dead.
I think this is a better team. Do you get what I'm saying? Because imagine, man, look at them. Like Kane, Sterling, Sancho, Grealish. Get me? Like, there's a lot of good players in that team. But you know what? Defensively, yeah.
Defensively and the midfield.
Imagine if Maguire don't go. And Maguire's not my favourite defender, but I understand that he's good.
Do you know, it's crazy because I'm kind of with you in that sense because when he plays for United, yeah, I very rarely see him have what I call a good game. In fact, I see him making more mistakes or doing things. I just feel like, what are you doing? Like, you're the centre back, you're the number one centre back, you're the captain. Like, but since he's been injured, now the defence is a shambles anyway. But it looks even more a shambles. So it's kind of like, what? Like, is he actually good like that?
Mate.
Am I blinded? Like, because
no, but do you know what it is? He's one of England's only probably, like, you know, like a number one defender. You got number one, you got number two.
Yeah.
The other people are number two defenders.
Yeah.
So you got Stones, you've got, let's just say Godfrey.
Everyone else is
they're all, maybe Cody is a number one.
Yeah.
Maybe Cody, but he's not good enough.
On that level.
Yeah, exactly. He's not good enough.
So are we saying Maguire's good enough on that level? Is he actually good enough on that level?
I think he just about is good enough for that level. Yeah, and I don't like him.
Because 1v1 against any of the top four.
Yeah,
I'm taking him every day long.
I don't like Maguire. We all know this. It's not that I don't like him. I just don't think he's that defender.
I don't rate him. I watch him week in, week out.
Yeah.
And I honestly cannot say that there's nothing about him that I sit there and rate highly. I see him playing a lot, playing attackers on the side a lot. I see him getting muscled a lot. I see him getting done in the air. He's not as dominant in the attacking areas as he's supposedly got his reputation for. I'm not sold. The price tag obviously don't help as well. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, nah. I think he definitely gives the defenders a lift because in terms of just leadership,
he's got that.
Yeah. He's got that. And in terms of organising, if we talk about like actually one-on-one defending, that obviously we can pick holes in it all day long, but he definitely is good enough to get that. But away from England, manager merry-go-round.
It's mad, isn't it?
Bruh.
So crazy.
So we spoke about this on the show on Tuesday as well, yeah. But with everyone going around, yeah, do you think Jose Mourinho jumped too soon?
What, to Roma?
Yeah.
What do you think he could have picked up?
The Inter job. Just never know. Like, if you wanted to stay in the Prem and actually have
Everton?
If you wanted to stay in the Prem,
I don't think
he would have gone to Everton. But I'm just saying, Real Madrid, you never know.
I don't think they would have.
Never know.
I mean,
Ancelotti's gone back. Ancelotti has bust case, bruv.
Oh, differently.
You see Ancelotti, he has bust case because towards the end of the season,
they dipped off.
I could see that he was looking at this team thinking,
what is this? What is this?
This is a bit, I don't know what's going on here, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And Real Madrid have come in and just taken him. Back. Probably bit their hand off, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing it for free.
As soon as his agent got that call, yeah, he was like, Carlo, pack your bags. Doing everything.
Bruv, his bags were packed.
We're going back to Madrid.
I don't care if I have to quarantine.
Madrid? Like, I'm gone.
I don't care if I have to quarantine for 10 days. Let's go.
Listen, whatever. Like, I'll manage from the director's box. Like, of course he'd be like, there's no way.
Yeah.
From Everton to Merseyside to Madrid. Come on.
And a lot of people were saying that with that Everton team, he had a really, really good team, but I just didn't see it. I saw there were good aspects to the team, but I think there was just so much to do. Do you get what I'm saying? Because goalkeeper, they need a new goalkeeper. I think they're two centre backs. They need two centre backs. I'm not having Mina and Keane. I'm never having that. Do you get what I'm saying? I think Godfrey's going to go on to become a good player though. He's still young. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he's saying about him.
And then when you look, there were games where if Alan Doucouré weren't playing, I'm seeing Tom Davis again. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you know what though? It's mad because Tom Davis, when he first popped up, Tom
Davis is alright, but I don't think he should. For that level, I don't think he should be your main guy in there. Do you get what I'm saying? No. I don't know what's happened with Andre Gomez because I really like him. So I don't know. I don't know what's happened with him.
Come back from a leg break.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. And
the Everton team I feel like the team is suitable for where they kind of finished up. Like, it is not that's not a team. That's not a top 4 team. Like, yeah, they perform well, but it's not a top 4 team. You got a couple players that could probably get into the top 4 squads. No starters for me, I don't think.
Yeah.
Nah, no starters. No
That's
starters.
true, actually, isn't it?
Really. Not for anyone finishing in the top 4. No. So yeah, that what would you Conte to Spurs? That looks like that's gonna happen.
Oh, I do not want that to happen.
That looks like that's gonna happen.
I
And
do.
you know what?
Do you think he can?
Do you know what's even mad?
Go on, keep talking.
Do you know the mad thing about that move is they are trying to get the old Juve sporting director who was working with him. So they're trying to see it through fully. I think that's gonna happen. I think that's gonna be announced soon. So if they get him in as well, like, it's coming as a package.
Yeah.
The sporting director and the manager. But it's Spurs though, man.
That's what I'm saying. And do you know what? With Conte as well, a lot of it, I want to see if he's gonna be able to keep Kane. Because that Kane one, as much as we know he wants to leave and stuff like that,
it's not set in
it's
stone.
Daniel Levy. And he's got 3 years left in his contract. If they say 150 mil for him,
That's very few people are gonna come up with that.
no, but I don't. Even Man City have got that man. I don't think anyone's paying 150 mil for Kane.
I mean, look, City. I think it comes down to this with City. If they sign Kane, do they win the Champions League?
I think so. You know,
because look,
the
league is pretty much what if they won it like 4 times in the past 5 years or something stupid like that, or three times in the past 5 years or something stupid. So like the league's pretty much headlocked. The only other team I see kind of creeping in there to challenge next season is Chelsea. Chelsea, if Liverpool, I don't know. I mean, Liverpool, they ain't gonna have the season they had this season, so I believe they'll be challenging as well.
Chelsea will be up there next season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chelsea, Liverpool, and City challenging.
You're fit United, no?
No, not with this guy. Not with
You're fit United. Hey, Ollie, yeah. You know what? You lot will win games, but when it comes to the games that matter,
crunch time, he's
he's
looking in the sky.
It's not there.
It's not there. Like we've seen it too many times now. Like once, twice, maybe. Yeah, cool. But what? 3 semi-finals, a final, quarter-final to the FA Cup.
Like I said, so he'll get you second.
Maybe.
No, I'm talking about now this season. So he'll get you second. But when you look at
performing,
if everyone else is performing, but I'm talking about like. So you look at him in semi-finals, you look at his semi-final record, look at his final record. He just doesn't have enough about him to get them over that line.
He's going to make a substitution to
extra. He'll get you the games. He'll win you the games to get there. He'll win the games against Burnley, and I always mention Burnley and Palace or whoever else is in the league. But when it comes to the crunch time, he ain't got enough about him. But on that Harry Kane thing, honestly, if City get Harry Kane,
it's over.
It's a madness.
They're winning the league by February.
It's mad because defensively they already look like they're on point.
They're solid.
Yeah, they look good, and I think they'll get better. But then, if you add a striker that gets clean 20-25 goals a year, on top of that, hopefully Sterling will be back in and whatnot.
I mean, regardless if he's not, they've still got enough creativity around. They've got KDB.
It's stupid.
You've got Foden, who's going to get better. You've got Bernardo Silva. You've got Mahrez. You've got Torres, who's going to get better. I mean, you saw him improving through the season, and with Pep, players get better. That's a proven thing. So if they get Kane, if they put Kane in it, just forget about it. It's a monopoly.
I've got one to throw in the woodworks. Yeah, I want people at home to answer this as well. Yeah, is it worth? Yeah, I know he's 35 years old. Do you think Fernandinho will be worth a punt for someone like Arsenal? Or someone like Tottenham.
Do you know what, yeah?
Because, sorry to cut you, because when I see him play, obviously he's not playing every single game for them anymore. Yeah. But when he comes on, he's still as effective. Yeah. And in the big games, Pep has still shown like faith in him. I personally think he can do a job. I don't know if I'm just going mad there.
Yeah, I think you lot need to stay away from signing players when they've done their thing.
Okay, but what about like Tottenham and whatever, like... I think he can still do job in the
even that. I'm not really for that. You know, I feel like maybe if it's a striker because it's a different kind of game. Like you know where the back of the net is. But everyone else, if a player's like had a great career somewhere and you come sit in our call, I'm not really for it.
Yeah.
I think they've the best of them's gone. And for you lot, Arsenal, for most teams, that's a key position. But for Arsenal, that is a key position.
I think if you could get him in your squad, not starting every week, because I still hope we get Partey alongside Bissouma.
Yeah, but he's not going to go Arsenal.
No. I'm hoping. I never said it's going to happen. That's how I'm hoping. But if we get someone in to fill that, and then we get a Fernandinho in as well.
Do you know what? Is he enough though?
No, he's not enough.
I mean, in terms of character in the squad, do you think that's enough to build you up?
I think so.
Just him alone.
No. But there's no man that can come in one man up and change that. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think Zlatan walks in and changes your squad.
Maybe I don't know, because Arsenal are just Arsenal.
You might just love to drip. I just see all you lot's players here, just online, just doing fashion show,
wearing flares and that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
and
man.
Purses. What's up with all these man wearing purses? I can't even say nothing.
Yeah, if I start talking, they'll call me mad. Do you get what I'm saying?
But yeah, no. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of players coming not past the sell by date, but after they've
I'm not as well. But we've seen over the years sometimes where you can get the big players. Like Zlatan has been past his date.
But he's still banging on. He come out of international time.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like he's still doing a job. Do you get what I'm saying? We saw Pirlo towards the end of his career still doing a job. Like I think there are some players who you can get them. You might not get them at how they were at 28 or something, but you will still get them performing at a certain level and they will still improve the squad. I'm not saying Fernandinho should come to Arsenal and start every week. That's bonkers. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'd much rather be able to bring him on than bring on a Ceballos. If we need to see out a game and we need that a bit of experience, bring him on. Fowler, man. He lost me money, bro. I bet on him to get a yellow card, yeah?
What, in the final?
In the final, bro. He come on. If you saw the tackles, it's always the games I don't bet on him, yeah? The tackles he was doing, yeah? And he was not getting booked.
What's the odds on that? 5 to 1, I think.
Yeah, like if I bet £1, I get £5 back.
You didn't put a pound on it.
No. I put a tenner, thinking I'm going to get that £50 back. And, bruv, he didn't get booked. Anyway.
That final was mad. Sterling was getting hammered quite a lot in that. I don't think he was that bad.
Yeah, bruv, shall I tell you, he was bad in that game.
Well, KDB went great before he came off.
No, Mahrez was in Chilwell's pocket, bruv.
Chilwell had him. So it's not even saying he's bad. Chilwell had a bad game than him. The fullbacks, Chelsea fullbacks the Chelsea defence in that game were on job. Like 1v1, they won all their battles. Listen, like no one was beaten.
First 10, 15 minutes of that game, Mahrez got the ball. Chilwell was right up on him, fouling him, pushing him. It's like Mahrez just didn't want it. Yeah. You know that player. You know that player you play and you're like, take him out once and they're down for the game. That was Mahrez.
But he comes across like that type of player anyway.
That was Mahrez. Where if you allow him to get the confidence, if you allow Mahrez to get the confidence, he'll have a field day with you. Leave one on him early doors.
Bernardo Silva missing.
Yeah.
Like when he got I was like, this guy's been on the pitch for.
Do you see why I say
60 minutes.
I genuinely believe if Fernandinho was playing that game,
it's different.
It's a different result.
It's a different result.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And different energy on the pitch.
And also, when your back's against it, I believe that Fernandinho will always show up. But not only that, players like Foden, when their backs are against it, like the whole team, you can't look to him because he's still young and he's still learning. Do you get what I'm saying? And the whole team, I think, to be honest, one of the only ones that come out of that game with anything was Kyle Walker.
Yeah, Walker. Yeah, I was impressed with him, to be fair. And I'm not big.
Stones was all over the place.
Stones.
First half, Stones was just.
But they had no protection.
Yeah, no protection. Bruv, look at that.
Mad.
No Jimmy, bruv.
Who else?
Yeah, bruv.
The fullback, Zinchenko. I'm not really a fan of
Zinchenko. He's just there to just passion, bruv. That's literally what he's there for.
But you know, I'm glad Mendy didn't get another medal, fam. That guy. That guy. He's got top medals. I swear they didn't even play in that World Cup. But man sliding along the grass with the scarf on. I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
He's in the French squad, isn't it?
Probably. I'm not too sure.
Let me quickly see the French squad.
I'm looking forward to it.
Are France your favourites for the thing?
Do you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna say France are my favourites, man.
I think France are my favourites. I think we have to keep, and I'm going to keep saying this, Portugal, bro.
You know, Portugal want to watch. I don't think Germany get out of their group.
Neither do I.
Because yesterday I was flicking through like the games yesterday because what game did I start watching? I can't remember. I think it might have been the England game. No, I think it was the England game. Then the sound went. So I flicked onto the France game. That was in French. But I thought, let me just watch it. Benzema, yeah. But that guy's so wavy, bro.
You missed the penalty, didn't it?
Yeah, just keep saved it. But
Lamin was happy, bro.
of course he was. Bro. I couldn't believe it. It's like all that talk. Man comes back and misses the penalty. But he had a good game.
Let's see. Digne, Dubois, Lucas Hernandez, Presnel Kimpembe, Kunde. No, he's not there. Longley, Pavard, Varane, Kurt Zuma. You telling me that Thingy couldn't have got into that team? Laporte, bro. So much so he has to go to Spain. Midfield, Kingsley Coman, mad. N'Golo Kante. Huh?
You're not a Coman fan?
No. Oh. I'm just saying it's mad that they got. I forgot that they had him.
I like it.
N'Golo Kante, Thomas Lemar, Pogba. Pogba played well yesterday when I saw the highlights. Rabiot, Sissoko, Tolisso. Ben Yedder up front, Benzema, Dembele, Giroud, Griezmann, Mbappe, Marcus Thuram. Mad. It's mad. Hey, listen, while we're on France, Kante, Ballon d'Or. Are you having that? I like Kante, and I think he's been tremendous. And I'm going to dig up in the archives to show when people were rubbing him out, I was saying, you man are mad. You man are mad. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's a story for another day.
I think when people were rubbing him out, it's because he was playing more like a 8. But he weren't having bad games.
But it just wasn't the Kante that we knew.
He wasn't having, like, when he plays as a DM, he has pretty much 8, 9, 10 out of 10 games. But he was like getting 6 or 7.
No,
so
but do you know what it was?
Yeah.
He's been, what we know Kante for, a manager came, so it was Sarri, yeah? Sarri came and was just like, no, I want you to move forward and do a different role. Yeah. So all of a sudden you're seeing, we're not seeing him do what he's normally meant to do.
He wasn't even playing bad.
Do you get what I'm saying? But I knew Kante is still there, bro. Yeah. And now that Kante has come back and whatever, everyone's obviously jumping on and saying, yeah, Kante, Ballon d'Or. And we spoke about this on Tuesday as well, funny enough. I don't think he should get Ballon d'Or.
I don't think so.
I think Lewandowski should get Ballon d'Or.
That's a shout.
But a lot of it will depend on the Euros. If France win the Euros, Kante will get it. Kante will get it. That's going to seal it for him. Kante will get him. But I genuinely believe that Lewandowski should get it because Lewandowski's been keeping up with a madness.
Where was he last season? Was it like third or something, innit?
I don't even know where he came last season. Who won it last year? Was it Modric? No, Modric was the year before, wasn't it? Who won it? Was it Messi, Ronaldo? I don't even know. Let me check. Ballon d'Or winner. But yeah, no, I think Kante's been good.
Yeah, I've not sat there and thought, oh, he should win the Ballon d'Or before he got mentioned in the running for it. To be fair, who won it?
Wait,
they didn't do it.
It said this can't be. Ronaldo didn't win it, or was it Messi? All right, let's see the winners. So I'm just going down now. Winners
2020.
Robert, Ballon d'Or's been going on since the 50s. 2020, it was cancelled due to the pandemic. Yeah, and in 2019, it was Messi, Van Dijk, Ronaldo. 2018 was Modric, Ronaldo, Griezmann, Ronaldo, Messi. Yeah, they just took it. It's just them lot.
Kaká was the last person, and then they just went mad with it, innit?
Yeah, man. What else has been going on? We spoke about Tottenham. Well, there's nothing to really say about Arsenal right now. Everything is just going towards the Euros, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I can't lie.
Yeah, wait, let me quickly see Portugal's squad, actually.
I'm really looking forward to it. Their squad's stacked. They've got good balance.
Let me quickly see Portugal. So,
I think
Rui Patricio. So, defenders Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Jose Fonte, Pepe, Semedo's in there, William Carvalho, midfield, Danilo, Bruno Fernandes. Have we got time to talk about Bruno Fernandes?
Have we got what?
Time to talk about Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, you can talk about Bruno.
Are we finally seeing what some people, I'm not going to say me, even though I've been one of them, what some people are saying about Bruno and the fact that the stats have been hiding or
Stats
masking.
Stats are so misleading. I mean,
They've
look,
been masking his actual performances.
Do you know what? There's two things I want to say about that. Yeah. Obviously, if you are a goal machine, you are. I mean, look, you are somewhat of a player. Let's be honest, innit? However, I feel like because of the impact he's had and the goals and that he's had, they've built him into this fantastic footballer who's got all these attributes and like they talk about the passes he makes. Bro, 8 out of 10 of his passes are shit. Like the guy's short pass, he loses the ball so much. Some of the decisions for the passes are ridiculous. But I don't want to be here saying, acting like I'm ripping him, because I recognise the contribution he's made to our team. And, you know, without him being in the squad, I don't know where those goals and assists are coming from. Mm-hmm. But for me, he's not this amazing player that the media have made out to be. I mean, I could be wrong for saying that. I could be, you know, asking for too much. But I'm sorry. Like the final, guy was missing. Guy didn't step off his marker once.
I think he spent more time arguing at the ref. I think he's getting too involved in showing he's got passion now rather than actually playing the game. And
how's he captain as well? That just threw me off.
I think that's a disrespect to be honest. I think even De Gea should get that above him. I think Pogba in front of him. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I think for me, those are the games, and this is why whenever people argue about my version of when I say world class, those are the games I want to see world class in.
What are people?
Of course, people have been saying Bruno's world class. Like they've been saying it since he come in the Prem that he's world class, and those are the matches I need to see that you're world class in a final. Yeah. Show me what you're about. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and when was the last time he had a good game?
Listen, forget that. Put that aside. Yeah. For me, I've not seen him have a good game against a big club. And I'm watching that religiously, even through the dire dead football I'm watching. I'm not seeing him have a big game against a top side. To be fair, he has big games against the rest. He's like Ole, innit? He performs against the rest, but when it comes to crunch time, you're asking questions. You're asking more of him. Yeah. I'm not going to sit there and say he's dead, but you're asking more of him, and it shouldn't be that. Like a player, the hype that comes around him, and you know, for the goals, for his numbers, for the big games, you should be looking for him to be setting an example. You should be coming up and saying, "Look, didn't win, but he put in a bloody shift. He's unfortunate to be on the losing side." I've never said that. Never said that. Never said that. What did we get? We got into semis last season. Semi quarter final this season, so it'll be interesting to see him at the Euros, because I've never watched him play international. If I'm honest, I didn't know about him before he came to United. I didn't know nothing about him, so I've not really got much to go on.
Yeah, I just think that he's
a very good player.
I think he's a very, very good player, but
that's where it ends.
Yeah, literally that's where it ends. I think the stats have clouded people's judgments to the point where they just assume he is this worldy of a player.
It is. It's similar to Dele Alli when he's popping.
When I said, listen, Michael,
if you don't score assist, what has he done?
Michael, he's a Portuguese Dele Alli fan. He's a Portuguese Dele Alli. I'm telling you, when Dele Alli, to be honest, he's better than Dele Alli. But when Dele Alli was scoring all those goals and getting those assists, but away from it, his overall game, he wasn't really impacting games. I was saying, yeah, okay, he needs to just develop that now. And these are professional footballers, obviously. I'm not going to just come and rubbish them out, but it's the same. I see the same with Bruno Fernandes. I see that he can get these assists, gets these goals, get these penalties and whatever. But when he doesn't score, is he really impacting the game? And then people use the argument of Lampard but it's the same as Lampard. Lampard used to score, and I always say people don't give Lampard the credit, the credit that he deserves as a player, because Lampard as a player, he will get those goals, but first and foremost, he'll do his job as a centre midfielder.
Do his job.
And I don't really see that with Bruno, but
I think with Bruno, A lot of Lampard's got. I mean, look, Lampard got a lot of goals, different type of goals. But Lampard's third man run is his thing. So that's where he's going to get his goals from. Bruno has a free roll.
Yeah, it's true.
Bruno pops out where he wants, whenever he wants.
Bruno literally does what he wants.
He has a free roll, bro. Like he has a free roll. Like you can see it. To be fair, you don't have free rolls. The whole team has free rolls. Like there's no real structure. So a player with like I say, he has got huge technical ability. I'm not going to deny that. He's going to get a lot of goals and assists. But then a central midfielder, you look for other things in the game. It's not popping up with them. And look, assists, the assist thing is ridiculous. What some people are getting assists for.
I mean, but it's always been the case though.
No, it's worse now.
No, but I think people have always got these assists. It's like when you just stick your foot out quickly and it hits it. Like, that's always been the case.
There was one last season, Maguire's pinged the ball out wide, Rashford's picked up about 40 yards out, done about 2 man and scored.
And the assist has got... okay, cool.
That's
a
solo goal, bro.
Yeah.
How are you saying that's an assist? Okay, he's passed with the ball, but he's got so much more work. He's beat 2 man and scored, and he's still getting the assist. So, like, look, with stats, like, they can back up certain things, but we've got to have some context in there. And he's great for stats, but when you sit down and watch the actual game, minus goals and assists, he doesn't really impress me on them levels.
I want to see, off the subject, sorry, Brentford have come up, finally.
Yeah.
Finally made it.
I think they go back down.
You think so? I don't know, you know.
I think they go straight back down.
I don't know. I don't think they'll go straight back down, you know.
Brentford, Norwich and who?
Brentford, Norwich and Watford.
I'd like to think Watford will stay up this time.
I think Norwich will go back down.
They do that, innit?
Yeah, I think Norwich will go back down. I think Watford will stay up.
I think Brentford go back down.
I think teams like Burnley might go down. You know, I don't like Burnley, bro.
I've been wanting them to go down forever. They don't bring nothing to the Prem.
Bro, listen, anyway, if I start that, people just say I'm hating on them. But
they don't bring nothing to the Prem. Like, he's done a great job. He's kept them afloat. Cool, in terms of the investment and so much. But they don't bring nothing.
I think Brentford coming up, the thing about Brentford is that they've got like a mad goal scorer.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney is a stupid goal scorer. Do you get what I'm saying? So if they can keep hold of him, I believe they have a chance. But not only that, they genuinely have players that can ball and they play football in a way where they can actually compete with the better teams.
Yeah, but look at I mean, okay, look, apart from the goal scorer, similar to Fulham.
No, I don't think it is though.
Is it not?
I don't think it is, no. I think Fulham.
Yeah, but think of it like this. Look. Think of it like this as well. You got Brentford playing football against Lutons and Prestons and stuff like that. You come and play football against teams with good quality.
No, 100%. But that's why a lot of it also depends on who they bring in. But with the actual style of football that Brentford play, I think if they can upgrade on certain positions because of the actual football that they play, I think they'll do okay. I think if they try to come and do maybe like a West Brom where they don't really invest and whatever, I think they'll just go straight back down. But a lot of it will depend on their recruitment. And
Brentford won the playoffs, isn't it?
Yeah,
so and they got that big pot.
And not only that, what do you call it? Not only that, the hardest thing to do is get a striker that can score goals. Yeah, and they've already got that.
I mean, do you know what?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Let me.
Fulham coming up, we're going to rely on Mitrovic.
Yeah, it's true. But look. Besides that, Mitrovic is quite key.
No, he's good.
To their success.
No,
they didn't even play him.
No,
they dropped him out.
I didn't understand that one. I think in the Championship he'll score you goals. We've seen him in the Prem. Yeah, like he'll get goals here and there, but I don't think he's going to get you the goals needed to stay up. But he definitely needed to play more. I don't know that Josh Madger is a good player in that, but there's games where you just need
Mitrovic. Is proven, innit? He's not like high level proven, but he can do it.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
He can do it, and they didn't even rock with him.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Is Calvin Phillips in the squad? He is, isn't it? England squad.
He must be.
Yeah, no, he is. Calvin Phillips should be.
I love him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I want to see who we get in. There's still this talk on Sancho.
Yeah. Sancho. I don't know who Arsenal again. I really hope we can somehow manage to get Basuma. He keeps putting up Arsenal jerseys in his stories and that.
He wants to move, yeah?
Like, and
He just wants to come and do drip with them.
Yeah, because him and Pepe are
is it?
guys, innit? So hopefully...
They were thing together, innit? Was it Rent?
I don't even know where they were, but I know they're both... no, they're not from the same country. But they've played together, though. But
sure?
I don't think he's from...
Where's he from?
Ain't he from like Mali or something?
Yeah, where's he from?
Ivory Coast.
Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Ivory Coast. But yeah, I just don't think Arsenal are. I don't know. We'll see. But I tell you what, the clubs who came out of the Super League, I think they're all going to do a Manderson transfer window because the owners need to,
to get people back
yes, they need to get people back on. The best way to do it is to invest.
Do they care though?
Do
these owners really care? Like, like this whole Super League thing, yeah, it's nonsense, man. Like, it just pisses me off. That's some bullshit excuse just because they didn't want their pockets to be hurt. Because, and look, and these like people chatting shit about racism as well. Look how everyone stood up and was outraged by the Super League to the extent that clubs pulled out, like abolished the thing. When you got these players getting abused because they've had a bad game, no one ain't doing nothing.
Do you know what? There's
no outrage.
I was actually saying this is going to come across so mad, yeah. It's going to come across so mad, but I'm actually tired of talking about racism in football.
It's annoying.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of like coming here and saying, look, we need this, we need that, because, and I know people are going to be like, no, but the work has to be done, but there's only so much you can talk.
Listen.
Look, we say we want action. Players start taking the knee to the point where the knee is irrelevant.
Bro, they got booed.
They booed the knee yesterday at England. Do you get what I'm saying?
You got black players lining up.
You get what I'm saying?
Disgusting.
So I think it's got to the point now. It's not having an impact anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? It was raising awareness at first. But now they don't care. It was raising awareness, but there was no follow-up actions behind it. So I'm personally just done talking about racism in football because after a loss, I know the black players are going to get abused.
And nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's going to happen.
Bro, Ian Wright.
Shout out Ian Wright every time.
Press charges on that.
They found the guy.
And what happened?
Nothing. The guy bust case.
The evidence is there.
Yeah.
The evidence is there. So what like basically, what they're just saying is, you just got to take it.
Just take it on the chin.
Just take it on the chin because, like, racism is not a priority. You get told to report it, nothing happens. Do you know, man? Do you know what? Till this day, yeah. Do you know who I rate? Do you know who I respect, bruv? Eric fucking Cantona, bruv.
Kick it up a man. What you saying? That's what you need to kick up a man.
I know it takes a piss. You know it takes a piss. A man has been racially abused, yeah. He retaliates, yeah.
Is that what he did to him? Racially abused him?
Yeah. No. It's cool. Nice. I'm not gonna speak the time, but racially abusive. And then so he's kicked the man out. Do you know what they tried to do? Send him to jail, bro. They tried to jail him, fam. They tried to jail him for that. So really and truly, that's the attitude of racism, innit? If you get racially abused, deal with it. And that's it. So yeah. But yeah, I believe we have nice little just under an hour. Wrapped it up.
Yeah. Guys, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Is there anything else that we missed? Euros. I want to try and release content not every day, but you're definitely going to get some Euro 2020 content regular. Just might be me sitting on that couch there every day.
Just chatting.
The Euro updates.
Mate,
yeah.
I can't wait for it to start.
I'm telling you, honestly, I cannot wait.
Like, I've not looked forward to a tournament. Like, do you know what it is? I think it's because working from home.
That's it.
And
but do you know what? You know we've actually been spoiled with football this last year.
Too much. To the extent I've watched as much. I've watched less football when there's been more on. That's how.
You know what's mad? Yeah, I think we probably watch the same amount normally, but because normally games are on at the same time. Normally,
I've only come to the stage that I only watch United, and I was
watching
the big games. Yeah, it was too much. Like before, bro, I'd watch like League One on a Friday. I'd watch the early kickoff on Saturday.
Oh, I think to shut off.
Bundesliga.
No, go on, keep talking.
Yeah, Bundesliga. Catch some of the 3:00 game, 5 Sundays, Super Sunday, maybe La Liga. Since they've been giving us all this football, I ain't watching that. It's too much.
Yeah, man.
Because a lot of the games, shit quality, and it's not even entertaining because you ain't got the crowd. I've clocked some games. You need the crowd. Some games you can watch as if you're there and there's no noise. It's cool. But when you got them Burnley, West Brom fixtures, you need the crowd, bro.
Yeah.
It's not entertainment. And the football is not of a high quality for you to be entertained by the football. So it's dead.
But yeah, man.
Watch less, but now Euros, I'm looking forward to that.
But yeah, guys, we're out. Make sure you keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that good stuff. And we'll see you next week. Out.